Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's class. You already know my name, Ademola Adebusoye, and I'm a digital marketing professional. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I'm so happy to be sharing my knowledge with you on everything that has to do with digital marketing. And I hope that you are going to be able to take this on and use it to learn going forward and practice with it as well, not just learning, practice with it, find remote roles and apply in international organizations. I have a little bit of cold, so I might be sneezing or moving my nostrils at regular interval. Please bear with me. All right, so today we'll be looking at search engine optimization. Search engine optimization, let me ask first, do you know anything about search engine optimization? Have you heard about it before? Do you have an idea of what it is? Okay, Bolu, have you heard about search engine optimization before? Okay, so let me go ahead and give you the introductions. So what are search engines? Search engine is basically sorry for that break. So in search engine, let's talk about what a search engine is before we talk about how to optimize search engines. Search engine is basically a directory you go to find information you need, more like a phone book or a diary that you've read that a lot of people have put information on it, and then when you're looking for something, you go to it. Let's say, for example, like an encyclopedia. That is what a search engine is. In those days when we want to look for information, we say you go to the encyclopedia to find out about things. But in this digital age now, what we use is a search engine. And a good example of a search engine is Google, google.com. Another example is yahoo.com. Yahoo also has a search engine. There's another example, which is Bing, Bing, is a good example of a search engine. So what is search engine optimization? It is the process involved in making sure that search engines are able to crawl your website contents or your content online to gather information that users are searching for. So, every day you go online and search things for Google. For example, you can go and search for shoes near me, or where to buy cheap shoes in Nigeria, or how much does a Samsung S24 Ultra cost. Those informations are lodged on several people's websites, on what's it called? E-commerce websites, on blog posts where people are talking about the new release of the Samsung. Those information are there. So when you go to the search engine, you're asking the search engine to help you to search the entire internet for these particular things you're searching for. So the process of making sure that your own website as a business owner, or maybe you're working for a non-profit organization, for the process of making sure that the website pops up when people are searching for things related to you is what we call search engine optimization. For example, if you have a fashion business and you sell stuff online, one of the things that people will search for is cheap place to buy, cheap online fashion stores on Google. That's one of the things you will search for on Google to find a place to buy clothes online that is cheap. Or for example, let's say, for example, your shop is in Ikeja. You have a shop in Ikeja, a fashion shop in Ikeja, and then someone living around Ikeja now goes to Google and searches fashion stores near me. The chance that your business will show is going to be higher if you have carried out what we call the search engine optimization. So a lot of people are doing this search engine optimization, but then to increase your chances of doing it, you have to make sure that you're perfect and you're good at it. Search engine optimization has also improved these days because of Google My Business, where you can create your business on Google and then it pops up when people search for the business related to yours around their area. So that is one step. And then that is one of the, okay, let me go to the next slide and then continue. Do you have any questions so far? Do you have any questions so far? Okay, good. Please feel free to stop me along the line if you have any questions. You can just unmute your mic and then talk to me so I'll be able to hear. So there are different types of SEO. So basically 3 types of SEO. So basically 3 types of SEO. We have the black hat SEO, we have the white hat SEO, and we have the gray hat SEO. So let me explain what these things are. So the black hat SEO is the process of paying to ensure that your website content pops up on the top of search engines when certain keywords are searched for. Now let's take a step backward. Keywords, what are keywords? Keywords are those things that people will search for about your business. So I mentioned one earlier that cheap fashion stores or cheap online fashion store, that is an example of a keyword that people will put together to search for your business. So let's say a keyword is basically what your users are searching for. So when you're doing a business, you have done your buyer persona, so you know the type of buyers that are going to buy from you. Because you've known the type of buyers, the type of people that want to buy from you, you begin to think the way they think. And sometimes when you think the way they think, you're able to predict what they will search for if they're looking for the type of your business. So that thing that they're going to search for, those words they're going to lump up together on Google to search is what is called keywords. I hope you get it. So black hat SEO is the paid aspect of SEO. Some people also call it the search engine marketing. That's search engine marketing, SEM. So the white hat SEO is the process of gaining organic visibility on search engine or organic virality due to the value of the content on your website. Now, this mostly works for anyone in the fashion business or anybody in any industry. If you are in the fashion line, you can now begin to write blog posts about how to pair clothes, how to pair colors, how to pair outfits. If you are lucky and people begin to share that particular content you have created, it could bring people back to your website. That is the unpaid version. You're not paying anybody to do it for you. But because it is a valuable content, it begins to go viral gradually. People begin to share it or screenshot it and post it on social media. And luckily, it may to bring people back to your website to read more about it. So that is white hat SEO. Now, the gray hat SEO is the process of having one main website and many smaller websites. And the smaller website exists to promote the main website. I'm going to use the fashion brand, for example, again. So as a fashion brand, let's say, for example, as a fashion brand, you create ready-to-wear clothes, you create Aso-Ebi clothes, you do cut and sew. So let's say the name of your brand is Rainbow Fashion. And then you have a Rainbow Fashion website, which encompasses of everything. You can now go ahead and have smaller website, which is for one aspect for the ready-to-wear. So you can now name your website readytowear.rainbow.com.ng and then the cotandsew.com.ng or what was the other one I mentioned now? The Aso-Ebi. So you can make it asoebi.com.rainbow.com.ng. So those asoebi.com.rainbow.ng is the smaller website that only focuses on the Aso-Ebi part, but then is linked directly to the main website as well. And then the the Ashwebi or the ready to wear, when people go to that website, it takes them all back to the website again, but loading the specifics of the websites. You can stop me, don't forget you can stop me at any time to ask questions. So, factors that affect website ranking. So let me take it back a little bit. Have you ever gone on Google and then search for something, and then you see an advert, a result at the top that shows sponsored just before it, advert just before it? Have you experienced that before? When you go to the Google and then search for something and then it shows ad in front of it. Good. That is called the black hat SEO. That is called the black hat SEO. Then the other ones that do not show ads in front of it is called the white hat SEO. It's just there because the content is valuable and then it's highly related to what you are searching for. That is what SEO is. Black hat and white hat SEO is. So going ahead, there are factors that affect the website's ranking on Google. Let me quickly load the Google page. Let's go to sorry, I'm trying to load my Chrome. So can you see the new screen I'm sharing? Okay. Now I want to show you what it looks like on Google, on the Google backend. So let's say you're looking for cheap flights in Lagos, and then you search for it. Okay, this one doesn't have any ads showing on it. Let's search for something else. Where to book cheap flights. Still no ads. That's weird. What can I use to search for something else now? Let's do is it that people are not advertising because they are broke or what? Sorry, I'm just trying to find examples that I can show you so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just use this to explain. For example, what we call site ranking is this. Wakana is number one for when I search for this. And then there's Travel Start, and then there's Travel Better, and then there's Wigo, and then there's Flight Scanner, there's Trip. So these are this is what we call ranking. The way they are arranged on Google. The way they are arranged on Google is what is called ranking. So there are certain factors that can affect how your website ranks on Google. It can be on the first page, it can be on the 20th page, it can be on any page whatsoever. So this is I'm like on number 50. Finally, there's a sponsored ads. So I think these people are, I don't know why maybe they're not spending enough on the ads. That is why they are down here. Travelwings.com. This is a sponsored ads, as you can see. It's sponsored. So this is Black Hats SEO. But then I'm confused as to why they are down here, because perhaps they're not spending enough, or their what's it called? Their ad spend is low. Cost per click that they have set for themselves is very low. That is why it is down here. Normally, when you are running ads, you want it to be at the top. You want it to be at the top. But then those guys are wasting money. In my opinion, they are wasting money, because if I scroll down to this point and see the sponsored ads, I would have clicked something at the top already. There's another one, sponsored, make my trip official site. I won't scroll to this point. Most people will not scroll to this point. So this is like a waste of money and waste of time. So I would rather pay more and be at the top here, where people can see it once at a glance. So if you're going to do your black hat SEO, you have to do it well. So I'm going to teach you how to do it as well in this course, but that's on another topic. So let's go back to our format share. All right, so I hope you understood what I explained there. That short explanation, I hope you understood it. So the factors that can affect where your website is placed on the search engine is your domain authority, your social score. Are you using your social media well? Do people talk about you on social media? What are they saying about you? Is it positive or negative, and all that? Then your keywords, which I explained earlier. What keywords are you using on your website, on the back end of your website, that people would like regularly search for? And then there's also website navigation. How easy is it for people to find what they're looking for on your website? They don't have to click several things before they find what they're looking for. That also affects your website ranking. The responsiveness, is it mobile responsive? Does it respond when the internet is not strong enough? Does it do well? Does it load fast? Those are the things that are going to also affect your website ranking on Google. Then backlinks. I'll explain more on backlinks later in this topic. I'll explain more about backlinks. So backlinks is basically just, if you have a website that you are pushing, having backlink means that your website link is also on other websites. So for example, your fashion business, you've advertised it on Linda AKG, and then the link is on Linda AKG's blog, so in the same capacity as a fashion brand. Then that also can also improve your website ranking. But you need multiple backlinks to be able to make it effective. Then you need to make regular updates on your website. That's if you have a website or a blog site. If it's not regularly updated, that's a blog segment of it. It might affect your ranking on the search engine. Going forward, what are the best practices for search engine optimization? There are a lot of things you can do, a whole lot of things. There are very many. With each day, with each year that passes, there are new things that come into play. But then there are so many, there's just two basic things, and they're divided into two: on-page SEO and off-page SEO. So let's go and find out what those two mean. Off-page SEO, it doesn't happen on your website. Off-page SEO does not happen on your website. It happens off your website. So it is not on your website. It is happening on other people's websites. It's happening on social media. That is what off-page SEO is. So off-page SEO is link building. That's what I mentioned, backlinks. So you need to be able to build backlinks of your website on other people's website. Put your website on Niger Loaded, on Nairaland, on Linda AKG, on other authority websites or blog sites that can promote your business. So there are ways you can do that. You can do that by article submission, which is mentioned here. The other thing for off-page SEO is Google My Business. So I mentioned that earlier as well. You create a Google My Business page for your business, and you have to regularly update it, not just create it and just leave it there. So when you go to Google My Business and create a Google My Business for your business, it helps you with off-page SEO, such that when people are searching for certain things, it can begin to pop up at some intervals, especially when people are looking for fashion businesses near me. So if your If your office is in Ejigbo or your business is in Ejigbo and people in Ejigbo are looking for fashion designers near me, there's every possibility that your page will show up, your website will show up, or your business page will show up and help you improve conversions. Guest posting is probably writing articles and posting on other people's websites or blog sites. For example, you can write an article about, I mentioned an example earlier, how to pair colors in fashion designing. You can write that article and then post it on another person's website who has authority. A website that has authority, like maybe Leda Ikeji. Send it to them and then put your link. And then people are able to click on that link to come to your website. It also helps you improve your off-page SEO. And then social media is very, very important. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and any major social media, even Pinterest. You need to post regularly on those social media platforms and include the link to your website on some of your posts so that when people are searching for it, it's easy for them to find. Now let's go to on-page SEO. On-page SEO is using of, you have to use keywords at your backend. You're going to have hyperlink. And then the title header tags have to include your keyword. Do you remember what I mentioned? What I said keywords are? Do you remember? Hey guys, are you there? Do you remember what I said keywords are? Sandra is like, you're taking notes. Thank you for remembering. Yeah, so those are what keywords are. So you have to include those keywords in your header, your subheadings, in the body of your message, of the article you're writing, in the image. If you're putting an image in the post, you have to have what you call alternative. There's an alternative title where you can ensure that your keyword is there. So I'm going to show you this in the next class on WordPress, how to do this on WordPress so that you will not just look confused. I'm going to show you how to do on-page SEO on a blog, but that will not be today. Today is just, let's say, theory. My code is getting the best of me. Sorry, guys. So I'm also going to teach you how to use the Google Keyword Planner when you want to advertise. This is a very technical part. So I want to try and wait till everyone is in class, maybe on Monday, to take this. So here's a checklist, writing a blog post. The keyword has to be in the title. I mentioned it earlier. The keyword should be in the URL. I mentioned that earlier as well. Your keyword should be in the H2 heading. I'll show you all these things. Try and do it. Let's try and do it today. Keyword in blog body, at least 3 times in a 300-word article. Keyword in alt image. If you're using an image in your blog post or in your post, you have to name the image and then include your keyword in the image. So the keyword in your meta description, I'm going to show you this in WordPress as well. You have to have internal links and then external links. So that being said, I'm going to show, let's go to, we have about 10 minutes more. So let me see if I can take this part of the course. So stop sharing this. So I'm going to show you how you can write an article, an optimized article. So give me like a topic, suggest topics for me. I'm waiting. Suggest topics for me. Want to write, let's say, want to write an article, want to write a blog post. Suggest topics for me. Be specific. Be specific, Sandra. Be specific. Bulu, give a topic. Let's say, for example, how to do something or how to style, or just give me a specific topic. I'm waiting. We have about 8 minutes more. How to bake a cake. Interesting. You must like cakes. Bulu. Now, let me also quickly add that when you're picking a topic or when you're picking your keyword, you should try and ensure that that keyword is not the search for that keyword is not too much, because it will be difficult for you to rank for those kind of keywords. So we said how to bake a cake. Don't forget, I said the keyword must be in your title. So let's add something using banana. A little bit more specific, how to bake a cake using banana, which is good. So what do you think the keywords can be in this case? That is a very big banana. No, that is not specific enough. So you can say banana cake. So we want to use our keyword. Let's say our keyword is how to make banana cake. Ensure that it is in your title. Can you see my screen? How to bake banana cake. That is the title. Great. So I also mentioned that it should be in your H1 heading. Look at what Microsoft Word is giving us. On the top here, you can see heading 1, heading 2. So this means H1 and this heading 2 is H2. So, and I mentioned that the article you're writing must have the keyword in at least one title, one heading in a 300 word article. So now let's say we're going to a whole bunch of things, blah, 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 blah. There's no time to type, start thinking, blah, 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 blah. So how to banana cake using homemade ingredients. Now you can see that the keyword has been infused in this. How to make banana cake using sorry, banana cake. I'm right now using homemade ingredients. And then you can now go ahead and type blah 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 blah, do some bullets points. Let's say at this point you want to mention the ingredient, let's say banana itself, add another ingredient, let's just say salt, let's just say baking powder, and the likes. What is the other thing again? I said there, you should have link. You should have an internal link or an external link. So let's just say you type this, blah, 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 blah. You now say where to get ingredients for this cake. So if you want to use put a link in this now, you now have to highlight the item you want to put a link in, and then Control K. In this address bar here, that is asking here, you now put the address you want to put there. Let's say you want to put rainbow.com.ng. Then you click on OK. This is an internal link. The link, internal link means when you click on it, it's still on your website, but it's another page on your website. But then external link is one that leads outside of your website. So after you've written all your article, you now want to say, follow me on Instagram. Just for you to be able to put an external link. And then you highlight it, Control K again, and then put instagram.com/Ademola-Adebusoye, and then hit enter. So this is an external link. So now you have about 4 of the requirements to have a good article, to have a search engine optimized article on this place. You have one here, you have one here, you have the ingredients as internal link, and then you have Instagram as an external link. So that is that. Do you understand? I know that this is kind of rough, but do you understand? I'm just trying to let you understand the technical part of it. Instead of just saying it by mouth, I'm trying to explain it with a short example. Do you get this outline I've given? Oh, I explained to you now. Control K. When you highlight the items you want to, the item you want to put a link on, you highlight it like this, and then you press Control and K. So it loads this up, and you put the link you want to put there, and then you type enter, or you click OK, and then it highlights. That's the link. All right, so we have come to the end of today's class. If you have any questions, send me an email and I would respond to you. No homework for this class, but for next class, there will be a homework. Thank you, Sandra and Bolu, for joining class today. Any questions, please email me the questions, and see you on Monday.